Today's Māori are fake. They are Tikanga mythology. New Zealand doesn't have one single across-the-board legal definition of what is a Māori. Instead, various Acts of Parliament have defined the term Māori to conveniently suit different purposes, and the versions in use today mostly date from the 1970s. New Zealand laws have defined what is a Māori in many different ways over past years, typically hinging on a degree of descent quantum blood. But by the mid-20th century, the required race-based definitions of half quantum blood or more were quietly dropped from legislation, yet a patchwork of jerry-rigged definitions still remain, tailored to suit various statutes' needs as follows. Questionable definitions of what is a Māori. 1. Māori Affairs Amendment Act 1974. A person of the Māori race of New Zealand and includes any descendant of such a person. 2. Electoral Amendment Act 1975. A person of the Māori race and includes any descendant of such a person who elects to be considered a Māori for the purposes of the Electoral Act. 3. Waitangi Tribunal Act 1975. A person of the Māori race of New Zealand and includes any descendant of such a person. None of these three so-called definitions legally define what is a Māori, unless there is also a legal definition of what is the Māori race, and there is no such definition in law. Not to have such a definition of what is the Māori race makes the legislation total circular repetitive nonsense without meaning, which in effect makes it nothing but primitive fairy tale Tikanga mythology thinking. Back in 1865 to 1894, jury laws and land laws defined Māori as all people of the Aboriginal New Zealand race, all Aboriginal Polynesian, Melanesian and Australasian natives, plus half-castes living within tribal groups. Today, in 2025, the meaning of what is a Māori comes down to which law you're dealing with, such as voting, land rights, treaty claims, etc. In other words, in 2025, there is no legal across-the-board definition of what is a Māori or what is the Māori race, and any such use of these terms is nothing but arbitrary self-identification to randomly suit a particular act, or more importantly, an individual or a group trying to milk the perpetual gravy train. Such practice is an abuse of innocent Kiwi taxpayers based on fake Tikanga mythology. In summary, there is no legal definition of a Māori, and therefore any and all settlement funds made over the past 50 years should be returned to the hard-working Kiwi taxpayer, and all references to the term Māori in New Zealand legislation should be removed, including the abolishment of the Māori electoral roll and Waitangi Tribunal, and that's just a civilised start. If there was ever an urgency to end racism in New Zealand, it is right now. Make New Zealand great again. One country with one people, one law, one vote and one flag. Thank you for listening. WhangāreiTim.